FM, Mason City, America's best music. AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB.
It's time now for coverage of the Clear Lake Lions on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB and KRIBAM.com. This Clear Lake Lions coverage is brought to you by CL Dell, North Iowa Area Community College, D&D Sales, Clear Lake Bank and Trust, Iowa Specialty Hospital, Johnson Heating and Air, Glenn's Tire, Bank Iowa, Hawkeye Auto Body, and Window World. Now, with all the play-by-play action of the Clear Lake Lions, here's Bob Fisher.
Lions basketball in the air for a Monday night. Clear Lake and Roland-Story in girls basketball here on KRIB. And Adam Ernest, the Clear Lake girls coach, joins us for pregame comments. And Coach, just look back at that Friday night game against St. Edmund. It was a good test for your ball club, and the end result was you're able to take control of this North Central Conference.
It was obviously an important one in terms of that conference crown that we're aiming for. St. Ed's playing terrific basketball right now. We didn't necessarily maybe get the separation that we wanted to, take advantage of the opportunities that we did do. Obviously, a lot to clean up. I think we had probably one of our highest turnover rates of the season. But again, good film, good things to take into practice and in preparation for this game tonight.
Well, I know you brought those three girls up on their defensive talents back on Friday night, and obviously a great job by them to shut down their key players.
Well, I'm sure sometimes, Bob, you look at me cross-eyed when I bring up two players that total 3 points total, but for us, that's how important the defensive end is, and I think it's important to recognize those players. Again, you can just look at a box score and maybe not think certain players contributed to our team. The way that we were defending, in terms of chasing their best players around, a lot of those individuals, they give up a lot of offensive success because of what we're asking them to do on the defensive end. So I do, because we do put such a high premium on the defensive end for all of our games, but specifically they had a certain job that we felt they did an excellent job in doing. I think it's important to recognize those players as well.
And Maddie Reiser, obviously, is a freshman on this team. Talk about her being a freshman and playing a key role in this club already.
Well, what's been cool is we have a couple of them with Gwen Grimm and Maddie Reiser. Obviously, Maddie has seen her minutes continue to increase, and she brings us a lot on the defensive end. Obviously, she gives up a little size, but she does a tremendous job of pressuring the basketball, and she's got the speed and quickness and athleticism to stay with good guards on the perimeter. But it's also what she does offensively. She might not have the scoring role that she might currently have on the JV team, but gosh, she distributes the ball as about as good as anybody. She does a great job of getting inside the paint and making reads, and is a great decision maker. And when she does have open threes, she does a great job of knocking them down. What her role is now won't be what it will be as you can continue to see her grow throughout our program. But very pleased with her progress right now.
Well, you step out of the conference tonight and play what looks like to be good Roland-Story club. Tell us a little bit more about what you know about it.
It should be a fun one, Bob. It's in terms of the style that they play. They play a lot of kids. They're very guard oriented. I don't think they really have a true post or interior player on their team. They put threes up at a tremendous rate. I think I looked, they're number 2 in the state in 3-point attempts per game, well over 30. With that being said, though, that's an easy stat you can look at and just be like, well, they come down and chuck a bunch of shots. They do a great job of getting to the rim and keeping things balanced. It's going to be a high possession game. They'll pick you up a little bit full court defensively, but this is one of those things when we talk about non-conference challenges and things that you want to see some different looks. It's something we haven't seen this year. With our posts are gonna have to get out on the perimeter and defend and stay in front of people. And so when you look at a non-conference schedule, this is exactly the type of games we want to play.
Keys for tonight. What do you have happen on the floor tonight?
Well, obviously we have to stop the perimeter in terms of their 3-point shots, and but strong defensive help, strong defensive gaps, because they do a nice job of drawing. I want to stay on the right side of the foul game because it's a very easy game, I think, with their ability to dribble, drive, and penetrate and get to the rim. You can get in some foul trouble early. And then offensively, we got to establish our strength. And right now, especially against this team, it's getting the ball inside the paint. And not just by throwing it into our post and the size advantage we have, but dribble penetration in terms of driving, getting downhill, and getting to the paint. And when you do have those two defenders stop and pick you up, finding our 3-point shooters on the perimeter.
Coach, as always, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, Bob.
Adam Ernest with pregame comments. We'll be back as we get ready for Clear Lake and Roland-Story here on KRIB.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank & Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank & Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank & Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTel fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTel is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close-to-home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in-person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing, embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the ReDoc program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Come back to Clear Lake as we get ready for Clear Lake and Roland-Story tonight here from the Lions Gymnasium here on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB, KRIBAM.com. Clear Lake 8-1 overall. They sit at 6-0 in the North Central Conference right now. A game ahead of Algona, 2 games ahead of St. Edmund and Iowa Falls Alden, and 4 games ahead of Humboldt and Webster City. Roland-Story, they're 8-2 overall, 7-1 in the conference. PCM leads the Heart of Iowa Conference with an 8-0 record. They beat Roland-Story last week to take the conference lead. Grandview Christian is 6-2 and Nevada 5-3, the top teams in that conference. Clear Lake starters look like this. It's Alex Tice at 5'5" a senior, 3.6 points, 3.3 rebounds per game, shooting 25% for the field and 33% for the free throw line, 24% for the three-point range for Tice, the 5'5" senior. Aspen Hill at 5'5" a sophomore, 1.1 points, 3 assists per contest. Taylor Schwen at 5'8", a junior. Schwen 8.1 points, 4.7 rebounds, shooting 30% for the field and 40% for the free throw line. Jacelyn Ainley at 5'9" as a sophomore, 14.4 points, 6 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 2 steals per game, shooting 49% for the field, 38% for three-point range, and 58% for the free throw line. And Ashley Amble at 6'4", a senior, 10.7 points and 7.3 rebounds per game, shooting 57% for the field and 67% from the free throw line.
Starting for Roland-Story, Riley Johnson at 5'7" at a senior. It's their junior, rather. It's their leading scorer at 16.3 points per game and 6.7 rebounds, 4.8 assists, and 5.5 steals per contest. Shooting 42% from the field, 31% from three-point range, and 63% from the free throw line. Brindley Carlson, a senior at 5'4", 8.8 points, 4.8 rebounds per game, shooting 40% from the field, 35% from three-point range. Maddie Berggren at 5'8" and a senior. Berggren, 4.7 points, 2.2 rebounds per game, shooting 32% from the field, 33% from three-point range. And Crescent Landy at 5'6" at a sophomore, 3.6 points and 4.7 rebounds. Emma Truesdale at 5'9" at a senior, 5.6 points, 5.4 rebounds per game. And it is time now for our national anthem before tonight's contest between Clear Lake and Roland-Story. National anthem before tonight's contest between Clear Lake and Roland-Story here on KRIB, and live online with live video at KRIBAM.com with your award-winning play-by-play coverage of the Clear Lake Lions. Officials tonight in this one, it is Dan Dingman and Tony Halston and Brandon Lieber behind the whistles tonight for this contest between the North Central Conference and the Heart of Iowa Conference. Lions beat St. Edmund back on Friday after that tough loss at Waverly Showrock on Thursday. Roland-Story last week beat Iowa Falls Alton 57-31, lost to PCM in that conference game 42-29, then beat St. L 61-15. Amble into jump center. Face Carson Landy, I believe, and the tip is controlled by the Lions. And underway here in the varsity game. Went overtime in the JV girls game. As here's a kick out to the right side. Schwen fires a three. No good. Rebound tipped around and controlled by the Norseman of Roland-Story. The rebound by Maddie Berggren. Worked around in the offensive zone. Johnson out top of the key. She'll dribble on the left side. She goes up. Layup no good. Rebound tipped around and controlled finally by Ashley Amble. Amble outlets to Hill. Hill across the right side of the timeline to the quarter for Tice. Back out to the wing for Hill. Fires a three. And then that one rattles around and falls for Aspen. 3-0 Clear Lake on Aspen Hill's first three of the night. Front court for the Norsemen. Red uniforms with black numbers and letters outlined in white. Lions in their home white uniforms. Black numbers outlined in gold. Crescent Landy out top. Hands it back to her left for Riley Johnson. Johnson drives in up the left side of the lane, scoops it up and good. Johnson with her first two of the night. 3-2 Clear Lake. 6:50 to go here in the first quarter. Through traffic, Amelie into the front court left side. Down up the baseline. She'll reverse course and bring it back out and play it out to Schwen. Schwen on the dribble on the left side. She will try to go up, had it stripped away. We go the other way with Brindley Carlson for Roland-Story. Up court to Johnson. Johnson, the kicker of the quarter. Now it's worked back out to Berggren. She'll play it to the right side now. It's worked back out from Landy and around the horn to the left side for Johnson. Johnson up the lane. She got tripped, no call. We go the other way with Tice for Clear Lake on the steal. Played out top for Schwen. Schwen back to the right side for Hill again. She'll fire another three. Don't go good this time. Rebound, Amble left side of the key. She'll lay it up and good. Amble their first two of the night. 5-2 Clear Lake. 6 minutes to go here in the first. Roland-Story breaks the press. 3 on the way. Left wing no good for Berggren. And the rebound controlled by Taylor Schwen for Clear Lake. Schwen outlets to Ainley. Ainley across the timeline. Dribbles off to the left. And now she'll bring it back to the free throw circle. Scoops a pass over to Tice to the right quarter. She'll come up the baseline. She'll reverse course back out to Schwen. Schwen right wing. Plays it across to Hill. Hill wants another three. And that is good. So Hill drains a pair of threes. 6 on the night for her, and it's 8-2. 5:30 to go here in the first. Dribbling through traffic, and the layup up and no good on the other end for Johnson. The other way we go with Hill on the rebound. Tipped away from behind by Johnson. Be out of bounds for Clear Lake on the far sideline if you're watching from home. If you're listening here on KRIB, it's on the near side. Inbound Schwen. Schwen will inbound to Ainley. Ainley on the right side out top. Gets a pick from Amble. Dribbles toward the top of the key. Kick back out for Schwen. She'll pop a three. Back iron no good. The rebound Berggren for Roland-Story. She'll bring it up and play it off to the left side. It goes to Truesdale. Truesdale has it tipped away, and Schwen will foul her first. And the team's first. And it's out of bounds on the left sideline for Roland-Story. Lions will have their first substitutes of the night. As Maddie Reiser checks in, the 5'3 freshman. And Lily Beersford, the 5'8 junior, check in to replace Hill as well as Schwen. Inbound to the backcourt for Riley Johnson. Johnson brings it back between the rings. Hands it off to Landy. Landy dribbles. Drifting to the right a little bit. Hands it back to the top of the key for Johnson. Johnson tries to dribble in. She'll kick it off to the left side, where it's kicked out from Landy, and to Landy back out from Brindley Carlson. Plays it to the right side for Berggren. Dribbling for the right side, and being cut off is Truesdale. Now down on the right side, no good for Johnson on the short layup attempt. And the rebound controlled by Clear Lake as it's brought out by Tice. Tice across the right side of the timeline, skips it across left side quarter. Here's a three on the way, up and in and out, no good for Beersford. The rebound controlled by Roland-Story by Carson Landy. Played ahead, Truesdale on the left side, dribbles up the left baseline, lays it up in, no good, but she got fouled. Team foul number 2 on Clear Lake in the quarter. And the foul will be on Ashley Amble. It's her first. So Riley Johnson to the line where she's 27 of 43. Or pardon me, Emma Truesdale to the line. Truesdale 13 of 35 for 37%. Free throw first one is up and good. Gwen Grimm checks in for Clear Lake to replace Ashley Amble. Halfway through quarter number 1, 3:53 left in the first. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 8-3. In and out, no good on the second, but the rebound by Johnson. She'll kick it back out of the right wing. Three-pointer, no good from Carlson. Rebound left side, controlled by Ainley for Clear Lake. Hands it to Reiser. Reiser through center court, hands it back to Ainley. Ainley between the rings, dribbles on the left side up the key. She'll lay it up and no good. And the rebound controlled by Roland-Story. As they'll quickly move it up court with Johnson on the rebound from Berggren. On the right side dribble, Truesdale back down to the quarter. Here's Johnson at three. It's short. And the rebound controlled by Ainley for Clear Lake. Ainley across half court. Dribbles up the right side of the key. Stops at the baseline. Kicks back to Tice, who drive to the lane. A little scoop shot up off the glass and good. Alex with her first two of the night. Clear Lake 10. Roland-Story 3. With 3:05 to go here in the first. Johnson across the timeline, right side. Here's Berggren at three, up and no good. And the rebound, an easy one for Jacelyn Ainley for Clear Lake. Ainley racing it up court, across the timeline, and through the lane left side, lays it up no good. Rebound controlled by Berggren for Roland-Story. Up court comes Johnson, kicks off to the right side. Here's a three on the way, up and good for Brindley Carlson. Carlson's first three of the night. The Norse cut the lead to 4 at 10-6. And they slap a little pressure on the backcourt. Inbound to Ainley. Now they'll drop back defensively. Across the timeline. Dribble on the right side. And a kick across. Tipped but controlled by Reiser. A 19-footer left wing up and good. Had her toes on the line for two. It's 12-6 in favor of Clear Lake with 2:18 to go here in the first. Front court right side. Play back for Berggren out top. To Landy. Landy dumps it in on the right side to Truesdale. A foul called on Clear Lake. It's their third. And the foul will go on Beersford. It's her first. Taylor Schwen back in for Clear Lake. Roland-Story with their first substitutes of the night. They bring in Cameron Thorson, a 5'7" senior. And Alec Johnson, a 5'7" freshman. Out of bounds, right baseline comes the entry for Roland-Story. Skip back out for Thorson. Plays it to the right for Landy. Landy back out top for Thorson. Back to the right side for Riley Johnson. Johnson will skip it across for Allie Johnson. Down to the quarter left side for Thorson. Skip back out top for Landy. Dumps it to the lane. Truesdale. Kick back right quarter. Here's a three on the way up and no good for Allie Johnson. Rebound out of bounds. It'll go with Clear Lake. Aspen Hill will check back in for Clear Lake to replace Jacelyn Ainley. The out of bounds for Clear Lake in the backcourt at the far end. Schwed will make the entry and inbounds to Hill. Hill turns up court. And she'll bring it across center court and hand it off to Schwen. Schwen on the right side, dribbles up the right wing and lays it up too short. Rebound controlled by Riley Johnson for Roland-Story. She'll race it ahead 2-on-2 and she'll lay it up on the right side. No good, but she drew the foul. Now she'll step to the line to shoot two. Aspen Hill's first. Team's fourth. Riley Johnson, 27-43 from the free throw line this year for 63%. Free throw first is up and no good. Lucy Schmidt, a 5'8" junior, will check in for the first time tonight to replace Carson Landy. 1:29 to go in the first. 12-6, Clear Lake the lead. Second free throw is up and short, and the rebound controlled by Schwen in the middle of the lane. Schwen turns up court for Clear Lake across center court. She'll play it off to the left for Beersford. Lob to the lane for Grimm, a little bit too tall, but it's tipped out of bounds by Thorson of Roland-Story. So it'll be Clear Lake basketball on the left baseline. Reiser will make the entry. Just about even with the three-point line where it comes to the baseline. And a kick out is a three up and no good for Grimm. The rebound controlled by Hill on the right side of the key. She'll play it back out to Schwen. Schwen backs out to the right wing. Now she'll step up the right wing and lay it up and good. Well, Taylor found the opening up the right wing. 14-6 in favor of Clear Lake. So wind down to a minute to go here in the first. Allie Johnson on the left side. Plays it to Truesdale. Tipped out of her hands by Schwen, but she gets it back. Now she'll step up the key and lay it up and no good. The foul is called. And 2 shots to come here for Roland-Story on the Lion 15 foul, which is on Lily Beersford. It's her second. But Truesdale 1 for 2 on the night from the line. Free throw first one is up and good. Her second point of the night. Alex Tice checks back in to replace Beersford. 51 seconds to go in the first. 14-7 in favor of Clear Lake. Second free throw on the way up. That is good. So Truesdale 2 for 2 on the trip. 3 for 4 on the night. And it's 14-8. Quickly Hill to the front court for Clear Lake, to the right side for Reiser. Back out to the wing for Hill. Hill dribbles toward the top of the key. Grimm trying to set a pick for her. Plays it back to Reiser. Reiser back out. Here's Schwen firing a three. Back iron no good. And the rebound out to the top of the key. And it's pinballed around and finally controlled by Truesdale for Roland-Story. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The clock, game clock and the shot clock just about even. But we don't have to worry about that. As right up the middle of the lane is Riley Johnson to make a layup. 4 on the night for her. Lead cut to 14-10 in favor of Clear Lake. Hill out top. Plays it over the right quarter for Tice. Tice plays it out to Schwen. Schwen across for Reiser. Down the quarter for Hill. Hill will pop a three. That one is no good. The rebound controlled by Thorson. Thorson in the backcourt. She'll try to hand it off. It's tipped away by Schwen, who cannot get a shot off in time. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Score after one. Clear Lake 14, Roland-Story 10. Back after this, you're listening to Lions basketball here on KRIB.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Second quarter action about ready to get underway here from the Lions Gymnasium. 14-10, Clear Lake with the lead. And Roland-Story will have the basketball to start period number 2. 6 for Aspen Hill, 2 apiece for Tice, Reiser, Schwen, and Amble. 4 for Johnson and 3 for Truesdale and 3 for Carlson. The 10 points for the Norse. They control out top. Play to the left side. Carlson plays it back out top for Landy. Landy top of the key. She'll hand it to her right for Mandy Berggren. Out of the quarter, driving is Johnson. She gets it blocked away by Schwen on the attempt, and Schwen will get the basketball and bring it up court quickly. She'll race ahead right through the lane. Got fouled. She'll step to the line to shoot 2. Roland-Story's first foul of the game. We Schwen to the line to shoot a pair. Emma Truesdale her first. Schwen to the line. Taylor 8 of 20 on the year. First free throw no good. Second one up, that is no good as well. The rebound control by Truesdale for Roland-Story. She'll outlet to Riley Johnson, who brings it across center court. Drifts off to the left with the dribble to hand it to Landy. Landy brings it back out top and drifts off to the right wing. Hands it back out top for Truesdale. Truesdale tries to step into the key. Hands it back out for Berggren. Now back to the right side for Truesdale. Truesdale back out top for Berggren. Berggren between the rings. Hands it off to the right for Landy. Landy steps to the free throw lane. Left side hands it back out. Left quarter is a 3 on the way up in. No good for Berggren. The rebound tipped out. Controlled by Schwen. Tipped out of her hands. And now scooped up. Well, loose on the floor still. And a whistle of a timeout as it's controlled by Landy at the timeline. And Roland-Story calls a timeout. 6:54 left in the half. 14-10. Clear Lake with the lead on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. We're back after this here on KRIB.
Hi, this is Brian McIntyre. Since 1992, Glenn's Tire has been earning your trust one vehicle at a time. You can rely on our experience, integrity, and fair prices. We are proud to be locally owned and operated and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Glenn's Tire, Highway 18 West, Clear Lake. Go Lions.
14-10 Clear Lake. 6:54 left in the half. The scramble for the basketball, and Roland-Story gets control and calls timeout with Landy on the floor and controlling it. And they will inbound right in front of the scorer's table in the backcourt and hand in to Riley Johnson. Johnson across center court, hands it off to the left for Landy. Landy will bring it to the free throw circle and play to the right side wing. Here's a 3 on the way up and no good for Truesdale. Rebound tipped around and controlled up and in on the left side layup for Carson Landy. Landy with her first 2. Landy cut to 2 at 14-12. Across the timeline, dribbling through traffic is Ainley. Kicks down to the right side for Hill. Hill back down to Ainley. She thought about a 3 and she dribbles along on the perimeter. Dumps it inside for Amble, tipped out of her hands and controlled by the Norse by Carlson. Skipped ahead and kicked back out for the lane. There's a 3 on the way up and no good for Carlson. The rebound controlled by Berggren for Roland-Story. She'll play it back out on the right wing and gets a return pass. Here's a 3 on the way up and no good. Rebound Schwen this time for Clear Lake. Schwen turns up court and brings it across the right side of the timeline. Pulls up at the right wing, down to the quarter for Hill. Hill back out to the right wing for Schwen. Inside pass. We've got a holding call on the inside on Roland-Story. It's team foul number 2 on the Norse. And it's the second on Emma Truesdale. Maddie Reiser checks back in for Clear Lake to replace Taylor Schwen. Be out of bounds on the right baseline for Clear Lake. Haley will make the inbound on the right baseline. She'll skip it back out to the top of the key for Tice. She thinks about a 3. Now she'll take it. Up in back iron high and no good. Rebound. Amble tips it and saves it from out of bounds on the right baseline. Gets it to Hill. Plays it back out to Tice. Back to the right side for Hill, who's open for a 3 right wing. Up and good. Aspen their third 3. 9 points on the night. It's 17-12 in favor of Clear Lake. The pass errant on the left side is tipped out of bounds by Clear Lake. That'll be Norse basketball on their own offensive baseline. Riley Johnson will make the entry. Skips it back out toward the top of the key for Truesdale. Plays it to her right for Berggren. Skip to the lane, tipped around, and we've got a travel call as Landy pulled it down and took steps. Roland-Story's coach does not understand that call. Inbound to Ainley. She'll bring it across the left side of the timeline. Ainley gets a pick from Amble. Now dribbling up is Ainley underneath the basket. She gets forced out of bounds. It'll be Roland-Story basketball on the far end. Riley Johnson brings it across center court. Dribbles right up the middle. Kicks it off to the right side quarter for Berggren. Back out to Carlson. Back to the right side this time for Riley Johnson. Johnson entry pass in for Truesdale. Tice over the back. Her first. And the team's first. On the foul. The out of bounds right baseline for Roland-Story. Skip back out all the way to the timeline for Truesdale. She'll hand it off to Landy. Landy brings it toward the top of the key and hands it to her right for Johnson. Johnson. Guarded by Hill. Plays it to the right side for Carlson. Carlson plays it back out top for Landy. Landy dribbles off to the right. Plays it back to Johnson. 10 to shoot. Trying to dribble in. It's tipped away by Hill. It goes out of bounds on the left sideline. And it will stay with Roland-Story with 6 seconds to shoot. As Taylor Schwen will check back in to replace Alex Tice. Left sideline, even with the top of the key. Played to the backcourt for Johnson, down to 5 and 4. Now she gets told by the coach, you better race it up. And here's a jumper at the horn. It hits the back of the rim, no good. The rebound's tipped out of bounds. And, well, Taylor Schwen might have tipped it out of bounds, but they say it's got off of Roland-Story. It'll be out of bounds for Clear Lake on the far end. Schwen on the inbound. Inbounds to Hill. Hill plays it back to Schwen. Schwen brings it across center court. Hands it back to Hill. Hill top of the key. Her pass is tipped and controlled by Carlson. And she'll shovel it off to Landy, and she'll bring it to the front court. Hands it back to Carlson. Open on the left wing for a 3, and that's no good. Rebound left side. A scramble to the floor, and it's going to be out of bounds in favor of Roland-Story. Gwen Grimm will check back in for Clear Lake to replace Amble. And Cameron Thorson will check back in for Roland-Story to replace, I believe, Truesdale. Halfway through quarter number 2, Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says Clear Lake 17 and Roland-Story 12. The inbound pass, a quick tip-up is no good by Riley Johnson. Go the other way with Clear Lake as Hill brings it up, and she has her pocket picked from behind by Riley Johnson. She'll turn it up court now, across the timeline all the way up the left side of the key, and has it blocked away on the shot attempt. Out of bounds in favor of Roland-Story as it was tipped away by Gwen Grimm. Tice will check back in to replace Hill. And Allie Johnson will check back in for Roland-Story. And we're going to have a question at the scores table whether the shot clock should have been reset. And actually, it should not have been because it was a blocked shot to not hit the rim. So they put 28 seconds back. Reset it to 28, we should say. Inbound left baseline, skipped out to Carlson.
Carlson will play it on top for Allie Johnson. Plays it to her right for Riley Johnson. Actually, take that back. It is Landy back to Johnson. Here's a three on the way up and good for the top of the key for Riley Johnson. Johnson with 7. Lively cut to 2 at 17-15 with 3:30 to go here before intermission. Into the front court, Ainley. Up the right baseline now for the quarter. She'll kick it back out. Schwen will step up the lane. Little scoop shot off the glass, no good. Rebound. Grimm gets it. She's double teamed underneath. And finally, it's a tie-up. And it will go in favor of Clear Lake on the possession arrow. Left baseline will come the inbound. Ainley will make the entry. Skips it out on the right side, left side to Reiser. Back to Ainley. Ainley brings it back out toward the top of the key and plays it over the right side for Reiser down the quarter. Schwen fires a 3 short. Rebound controlled by Riley Johnson for Roland-Story. She'll race it down on a 2-on-1. Plays it across, layup up and no good by Thorson. The rebound scrambled for on the floor. We've got a whistle and a jump ball called, and Roland-Story will get possession this time around. .254 left here in the half. Lines up by 2. Inbound to Allie Johnson to the right side. On top for Thorson. To the left side for Carlson. And she'll play it in on the left side. Blocked away from Thorson, but a foul is called. Team foul number 2 on Clear Lake. And the foul is on Schwen. It's her second.
At the line, shooting 2 for the Horsemen, Cameron Thorson.
Cameron Thorson, 9 for 21 of the season for 43% for the free throw line. First one's up and good. Lily Beersford checks back in to replace Taylor Schwen. 2:47 left in the half, 17-16 Clear Lake. Thorson a chance to tie it up, but she does not. Off the back iron with a free throw and a whistle and a foul call on the rebound is the rebound by Beersford. And the foul call on Roland-Story. It's on Allie Johnson. It's her first. Nope, take that back. Riley Johnson. It's her first. And the inbound to Maddie Reiser, who plays it back to Beersford. Beersford working away up court. Hands it off to Ainley. And Ainley brings it across the timeline with 2 seconds to spare. Now she'll dribble up the right wing and a whistle and a foul called on Roland-Story out front. Preston Landy's first, the team's fourth. And Emma Truesdale will check back in to replace Landy. Right baseline will come the entry with 2:32 to go here before halftime. Ainley skips it back on top of the key. Here's a 3 from Beersford. No good. Rebound left side controlled by Grimm. Grimm skips it across to the right side for Reiser. Reiser down toward the quarter for Ainley. Ainley dribbles around the perimeter. A 3-pointer on the way right wing up and good. Jacelin's first 3 of the night. Lead back to 4 at 20-16. With 2:12 to go here before halftime. Dumped underneath the lane to the lane. A work back down to the left wing for Thorson, who fires a 3. That's no good. Rebound tipped out, controlled as Ainley tries to race it out here. Ainley across the left side of the timeline, drives it down toward the baseline and reverses course. Scoops it back out to Reiser, across for Beersford, and back over to Ainley. Ainley from the top of the key. Grimm out to set a pick. Ainley drives, plays it over to Reiser. Reiser steps in, kicks it back out to Tice. Tice dribbles up the left side of the lane, scoops up a layup, up and no good. The rebound controlled by the Norris by Emma Truesdale. Truesdale across the left side of the timeline, hands it back to Riley Johnson. 1:35 to go here before halftime. Play to the left side. Truesdale didn't see the pass coming. It's out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake. Aspen Hill checks back in to replace Maddie Reiser in the Lion lineup. 92 seconds to go here before halftime. And the inbound comes to Aspen Hill. Hill bringing it up court toward the timeline, brings it across. She'll play it out to the right side for Beersford. Skip passing for Grimm. Grimm gets fouled on the floor. It'll be the bonus, though. Allie Johnson with her first. Gwen Grimm to the line, where she's 4 for 6 on the year. Free throw, first one is up, no good. Landy back in for Roland-Story, replacing Brindley Carlson.
1:20 to go in the half. 20-16 in favor of Clear Lake. Grim, the freshman, free throw second. Up and no good. The rebound controlled by Roland-Story by Thorson. She turns it up court and gets it across the timeline quickly on the left side. Hands it down to Johnson, who brings it back out. Hands it back out top for Truesdale. Truesdale tries to step in from the top of the key. Hands it back to Riley Johnson. Johnson backs it out. Now steps up the key and kicks it back out. Allie Johnson left quarter three, up and no good. Rebound in the right quarter, controlled by Riley Johnson. And she'll fire up another three. This time she got it. Riley Johnson, her second three of the night. She's got 10 total. Lion lead cut to 1 at 20-19 with 48 seconds to go here before halftime. Across the timeline, Hill will bring it down to the right quarter. She dribbles through traffic. Skips it out, intended for Ainley. The pass is tipped around. We've got a loose ball foul called here. And it's going to be on Roland-Story on Johnson, it appears. That'll be her second. And Lily Beersford will step to the line to shoot free throws for the first time this season. Free throw first one is up and good. Beersford, her first ball in the night. Clear Lake 21, Roland-Story 19 with 39 seconds to go here before halftime. Second free throw on the way up. That is good as well. So Beersford 2 for 2 on the trip for her first 2 points of the night. And it's 22 for Clear Lake and 19 for Roland-Story. Across the timeline, Riley Johnson hands it off to Allie Johnson. Play back out top. And a dribbling of the free throw circle is Landy. She'll play it back out to Thorson. Thorson to play to the right side for Landy. Landy took a travel as she tried to drive up the right wing around the defender. Shot clock is off. 23 seconds to go here before halftime. Out of bounds on the sideline in front of the Lion bench. Roland-Story tips it away on the inbound, and then Beersford, who made the inbound pass, was still out of bounds when she touched the basketball, so it's out of bounds in favor of Roland-Story. Maddie Reiser will check back in to replace Beersford. Right sideline at the hash mark, the inbound to Truesdale. Hands it back to Thorson. She'll skip it back out and across for Landy, who traveled as she tried to drive again up the left side. So a couple of turnovers here for Roland-Story. And now the Lions will try to have one final possession here in the third quarter. Second quarter heading to the third. They'll get possession to start the third quarter. As Reiser will get the basketball and race it to the front court. Pass to Tice left quarter. It's tipped out of bounds. And the Lions will have it on the left sideline about 10 feet out from the corner. Hill will make the entry. Played into Ainley at the top of the zone. She'll drive around to pick up Grimm, and now the right side of the key. Layup no good. She drew the foul. And Ainley to the line to shoot a pair. Emma Truesdale's third. Ainley to the line, 21 of 36 for 58% on the season. Free throw first one is up. Back iron no good. Truesdale out. Brinley Carlson back into the lineup for Roland-Story. Clear Lake 22, Roland-Story 19 with 7 seconds to go here before halftime. Ainley's second free throw is on the way up. That is good. So Ainley 1 for 2 on the trip. She's got 4. 23-19. Quickly racing it coast to coast. Layup no good by Johnson. Rebound by Grimm. And she traveled in the backcourt. And they will call it to the half. Well, Roland-Story wants to argue that there should be time on the clock, and I can't dispute that argument, to be honest. Dan Dingman, the official, said time was out. But I think they're going to put, well, if they don't put 0.3 of a second or more back on the clock, and they do put 0.3 of a second, which means it is a basically a catch and shoot opportunity here. Now, Roland-Story's on the bench. They didn't get a timeout. Roland-Story drawing up a quick play here. So the out of bounds on the right baseline with 0.3 of a second to go. Looking on the inbound pass into the lane. It's tipped around, and time is out here in the first half of play. Clear Lake 23 and Roland-Story 19. At halftime, both teams with 9 points in period number 2. We'll be back with our CLTEL halftime report after this, brought to you by CLTEL, Internet for you in Clear Lake and Ventura. Once again, the halftime score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says Clear Lake 23 and Roland-Story 19. You're listening to Lions basketball here on KRIB, watching live online at KRIBAM.com.
Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Hawkeye Auto Body is famous for providing the extras that make your life easier. Extras like our convenient drive-through estimating bay. Our certified technicians have over 150 years experience in all types of collision repair. They always go the extra mile to ensure your family's safety. We value our customers and feel you deserve extraordinary service every time. Call, stop by, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutoBody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close-to-home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in-person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
Back on the CLTEL halftime report, brought to you by CLTEL in Clear Lake and Ventura. Internet for you in those two communities as Clear Lake leads here at the halftime break 23-19. As they led 14-10 at the end of the first quarter and lead still by that 4-point margin here at intermission after both teams scored 9 points in the second quarter. Looking at the scoring for Clear Lake, Aspen Hill has had a trio of threes on the night. In fact, Hill came into the night with 2 made three-pointers, so she has not only doubled her production from three-point range, she has had 3 more, so that gets her to 5 on the season. So 9 for Hill. And after that, it's a scattering of the book for Clear Lake. Jacelyn Ainley with 4. Alex Tice with 2. Maddie Reiser with 2. Lily Beersford with 2. Taylor Schwinn with 2. And Ashley Emble with 2. Playing and not scoring Grant Grimm, and that is the balance of the book for Clear Lake. Grimm had a pair of free throw attempts, but not able to convert. For Roland-Story, 10 of their 19 points from the hands of their leading scorer, Riley Johnson, who has a pair of threes and a pair of twos from the field. Brindley Carlson and Emma Truesdale each with 3. It's 2 for Carson Landy. It's 1 for Cameron Thorson. And playing and not scoring starter Maddie Berggren. Off the bench, Lucy Schmidt. And off the bench, Allie Johnson. And that is the balance of the book for Roland-Story, the Norse. Well, let's take a look at our sports broadcast schedule coming up here on KRIB and on AM 1300 KGLO. Of course, Hawk Talk going on right now on KGLO as Ben McCullum's portion of the Hawk Talk program on the air right now until 8:30 tonight. Tomorrow night here on KRIB, we'll be back here at the Lions Gymnasium as it'll be Clear Lake, Garner Hayfield, Ventura, and Nevada in high school wrestling. Wrestling, I believe, starts at 5:30. We'll have the 2 Lions duels. It'll be Garner Hayfield, Ventura, and Nevada. And the first duel will not have that one on the air. They will have Clear Lake and Garner Hayfield, Ventura, and Clear Lake and Nevada, and actually be Clear Lake and Nevada first, and then Clear Lake and the Cardinals second. So it'll be on the air probably 6:30, 6:45-ish, depending on how quick that goes with the first duel here on KRIB.
Wednesday night, the Iowa men travel to Purdue for a tough matchup. 4:30 the pregame, 5:30 the play-by-play on KGLO on Wednesday. The Iowa women back in action on Thursday night as they host Oregon at Carver Hawkeye Arena. 8 o'clock the play-by-play, 7:30 the pregame show on KGLO. On Friday, Clear Lake girls and boys back in action on Friday night as they host Iowa Falls Alden. And it's listed as a 6:15 start. It's either going to be 6 or 6:15 with the girls' game. The boys' game will follow beyond 10 minutes or so prior to the start of the game here on KRIB, start of the girls' game. Then on Saturday, we go over to Algona for the North Central Conference Girls Wrestling Tournament. Our video coverage will start at 10 o'clock. We'll have the early rounds with the video coverage on KRIBAM.com. We'll join up on KRIB when we get to the placement round for those Lions wrestlers in the placement round at the Girls North Central Conference Wrestling Tournament. Also on Saturday, the Iowa men travel to Indiana. First time the Hawks will see Darren DeVries in the coaching role at Indiana. 12 o'clock the pregame, 1 o'clock the play-by-play on KGLO. And on Sunday, it's the Iowa women hosting Michigan State. 7 o'clock the play-by-play, 6:30 the pregame show on AM 1300 KGLO. Of course, we invite you each and every morning to join us at AM 1300 KGLO from 6 to 9 for the KGLO morning program, as I'll bring you news and sports and other information throughout the morning on our local morning program over on AM 1300 KGLO. Of course, you can stream online as well at KGLOAM.com, where you can also find award-winning local news, sports, and weather by heading to KGLOAM.com. Halftime at Clear Lake. Be back after this break with the start of the third quarter. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says Clear Lake 23 and Roland-Story 19. The second half is next. You're listening to Lions basketball here on KRIB and watching online at KRIBAM.com. The CLTEL halftime report was brought to you by CLTEL. Entered it for you in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
No matter what the season, weather is unpredictable in North Iowa and accidents are likely to happen. This is Emily Newell. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Collision repair work can be complex. You can trust the experts at Hawkeye Auto Body to repair your vehicle correctly and make sure your vehicle is completely safe before it's released back to you. We guarantee it. We're located on South Federal in Mason City, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Back we come to Clear Lake. Third quarter about ready to get underway. Clear Lake 23, Roland-Story 19 on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard.
Lions basketball to start period number 3. They'll put their 5 starters out on the floor. Tice, Hill, Schwen, Amble, and Ainley. Same starting 5 on the floor, it appears as well for Roland-Story. Riley Johnson, Brindley Carlson, Andy Berggren, Carson Landy, and Emma Truesdale. Eight minutes put on the board. We're ready to go here in the third quarter. The inbound to Ainley in the backcourt underway. The line's up by 4 across the timeline for Ainley. Drifts off to the right with a dribble. Is Amble out to set a pick. She'll get the return pass and hand it back to Ainley. Ainley dribbles underneath the basket and kicks it back out. Schwen steps from the left wing in and charged the call for Taylor Schwen. She laid out the arm. First on of the third quarter for Clear Lake and the third on Schwen. Inbound on full court pressure into Riley Johnson. Johnson will race it to the front court all the way up the lane. She'll lay it up and hangs on the front of the rim, no good. And Tice the rebound for Clear Lake, and she quickly outlets to Hill. Hill across the right side on the timeline. She'll play it back out to Ainley. Ainley gets a pick from Amble and dribbles on the left side up through the key and shot it stripped away out of bounds. It'll be with Roland-Story. Maddie Reiser will check back in to replace Schwen. Inbound the backcourt for Roland-Story to Riley Johnson. Johnson across center court. Hands it off out top for Landy. Landy will play it off to the left for Carlson. Back down to the quarter for Riley Johnson, who steps to the key. Hands it off to the right side and through the hands it out of bounds of Carson Landy on the right side. And Roland-Story with the turnover. Backcourt inbounds to Schwen to Ainley. Ainley will play it ahead for Hill. Hill across the left side of the timeline. She'll pull up at the left wing and hand it back out to Tice. Tice between the rings. Couple of dribbles. She'll go up the lane and hand it back out to Hill. Hill will dribble it toward the free throw circle and back it out. Play back over to Tice, who lines up a 3 on the left wing, up and no good. And the rebound controlled right side by Carson Landy for Roland-Story. She'll play it to Riley Johnson. Johnson skips it into the front court. Dribbling is Truesdale. She'll kick it back out to Carson Landy, who plays it across for Berggren. Berggren to the right side for Riley Johnson. Johnson dribbles up toward the top of the key. Now she spins her way up and hands it back out to Truesdale. Truesdale back to the top of the key. Landy, left side, here's a 3 that's blocked away from Berggren by the hands of Ashley Amble. Roland-Story recovers the ball. Here's Riley Johnson at 3 from the right wing, no good, and Amble pulls down the rebound. Amble outlets to Ainley. Ainley across the timeline up the right side of the key. Gets cut off. Well, now she'll try to find a way to get a shot up. She does, no good. Rebound, Amble puts it up and good. On the rebound, straight out front of the basket. 4 on the night for Amble. The Lions increase the lead to 25-19 with 5:50 to go in the third. On the right side, Truesdale dribbles up the right baseline, kicks it back out into the hands of Carson Landy on the left wing. Landy will drift back between the rings and hand it off to the right side. It's dumped in for Berggren to Truesdale, who plays it back out. Landy will drive. She lost the handle. Picked up by Amble in the lane for Clear Lake. She'll hand it to Reiser. Reiser racing across the timeline. Pulls it up on the right wing and plays it out to Tice. Tice dribbling out front, plays it off to the left for Hill. Hill dumps it to the lane, intended for Amble. It's played by Carson Landy for Roland-Story. Up to Johnson, who drives all the way home, lays it up no good. Bothered by Hill on the defense, so the rebound for Clear Lake. Ailey will bring it across the timeline. Dribbles around the pick of Amble and lays it up and good on the right side glass. Ailey was 6. Lead increases to 8 at 27-19. Pass down court. And bring it back out as Truesdale on the right wing. Plays it back out top for Landy. Over to Berggren. Back out to Truesdale. Truesdale tries to dribble up the right side of the key and kicks it back out. Johnson fires a long 3. That's no good. And the rebound for the Lions by Jacelyn Ainley. Ainley up court. Dribbles around the pick of Amble. Up the key again, just like she did moments ago, and lays it up and good. Timeout. Roland-Story. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 4:23 to go in the third. Lead of 10 at 29-19. Back after this here on KRIB.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank & Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank & Trust, local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
6-0 run for Clear Lake to start the third quarter. Clear Lake Bank & Trust scoreboard says 29-19 in favor of Clear Lake. Roland-Story calls their second 30-second timeout. They've got 3 full timeouts left. Lions have their full complement of timeouts as Roland-Story up court with Riley Johnson across the timeline. Johnson lobs it off to the left for Truesdale. She'll dribble up the left side, baseline, and kick it back out to the right wing. Carlson thought about a 3. She'll step up the baseline and throw up about a 12-foot jumper up and good on the right baseline. Carlson with 5, 29-21. Halfway through quarter number 3 on the Clear Lake Bank & Trust scoreboard. Tice on top, dribbles up the opening in the key and lays it up and good off the left side glass. Tice with 4, 31-21. 3:50 to go here in the third. Right side, Truesdale. Dribbles up on the right side of the baseline. Double team block, and she'll play it back out. Berger to 3. That's off the mark, but the rebound put back up and good on the right side by Riley Johnson. Johnson with 12. 31-23 Clear Lake with 3:33 to go here in the third. Haley across center court. Picked up by Riley Johnson, who tips it into the backcourt. And a loose basketball. Now Haley is tripped up by Johnson, and it goes out of bounds. Haley up and limping. Johnson's face down the floor, though, here. Her coach is out to evaluate the situation. As well as Joe Bedford as well, the Clear Lake trainer. And Johnson's going to step aside here and be looked at. Well, she wants to stay in, but she can't with the timeout here. Well, actually, the coach, I don't think, was going to let her stay out there anyway, no matter what. Lily Beersford will check in for Clear Lake, as well as Gwen Grimm for the Lions. And back in is Allie Johnson. I think is the only substitute for Roland-Story, unless I missed somebody else slide in. Yeah, I think Cameron Thorson may have entered the lineup as well. Here's the top of the key 3, up and no good for Truesdale. The rebound controlled by Allie Johnson, who shovels it across the lane. And the shot of Carson Landy is blocked away by Gwen Grimm, and the Lions recover the basketball as Grimm will bring it and hand it off to Ainley. Ainley across the timeline, plays it across for Tice. Back to the left side for Reiser. Reiser back out top for Beersford. She'll step to the free throw line and hand it back to Reiser. Reiser back out to Beersford. She'll dribble up the right side of the lane, try to throw it up. She got fouled. First foul of the quarter on Roland-Story. And the foul's on Cameron Thorson. It's her first. And Beersford to the line where she's 2 for 2 on the night. First one on the way up. That is no good. Aspen Hill back in for the Lions to replace Alex Tice. 31-23, Clear Lake for the lead. 2:51 left in the third. Second one up, that is good. So Beersford, all 3 points from the line tonight. It's 32-23. Front court and a whistle. And not sure if the clock didn't start or the shot clock didn't start. Either way, they're going to do a reset here, it appears. They're going to take a second off the clock, or what are they going to do here? They reset the shot clock to 32, so they took a second off of both the game and the shot clock. Landy gets the inbound pass from the sideline, plays into the front court, back to Truesdale. Truesdale out top for Carlson. Back to the right side for Allie Johnson, who traveled as she tried to step from the right wing to the free throw line. Lions are up by 4 at the half. They're up by 9 right now with 2:37 to go. Tipped out of bounds on the inbound by Carson Landy. It'll stay Clear Lake basketball. Will be on the baseline, but right at the corner. left quarter as they look up court. And now here's the inbound to Ainley. He'll bring it across the timeline. He'll bring it back to the top of the key. Hands it off to the left for Hill. Hill will bring it back out and skip it over to Beersford, who almost was going the wrong way. Plays it back out to Hill. Dumped inside for Grimm. A turnaround shot for 12 in the middle of the lane. No good. And the rebound controlled Allie Johnson for Roland-Story. Johnson will bring it up herself across the top of the key and hands it off. It's tipped, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Ainley as she knew she could not get a handle on it. She wanted to get it away from the Roland-Story players, so it goes out of bounds on the right sideline. Tice will check back in for Clear Lake. And it's good to see Riley Johnson back out after being treated. 2:09 to go here in the third quarter. Johnson gets the inbound pass, plays it across to Thorson. Thorson, top of the key, looks to step in. She'll kick it to the corner. Dribbling up from the corner and through traffic is Landy. No good with a layup. Rebound kick back out, and here's Thorson at top of the key three. That's no good. Allie Johnson, the layup, no good on the rebound. Got her own rebound, plays it across, and Truesdale gets fouled. And are they going to call this on the floor? They're going to call this a two-shot foul. Looks like it's going to be on the floor. It's Ainley's first and the team's second. Ashley Amble checks back in to replace Gwen Grimm in the lineup. Right baseline will come the entry. Fresh shot clock for Roland-Story with 1:48 to go here in the third. Skip back out to the top of the key for Landy. She'll play it across for Truesdale, left side out to the top of the key. Plays it over the right side of the top of the key for Riley Johnson. Down to the quarter right side for Landy. Back out top for Truesdale. Truesdale dribbles to the left side of the free throw line. And she'll play it to the left side quarter. Is dribbling up from there, and a bounce pass off from Landy over to Riley Johnson, who drives, and she gets fouled on the drive. She'll step to the line to shoot two. Fouls on Reiser. It's her first. Riley Johnson to the line where she's 0 for 2 on the night. Free throw first is up and good. Johnson with 13. 32 for Clear Lake, 24 for Roland-Story with 1:25 to go in the third. Second one up. That is good as well. So 14 on the night for Johnson, and it's 32-25. Backcourt pressure by Roland-Story. Ainley gets it to Hill, who brings it across the right side of the timeline, and she'll drop down to the right wing and hand it out to Amble on the perimeter. Hands it out to Tice at the top of the key, who steps in, plays it over left side. Reiser lines up a three, up in, no good. And the rebound left side, baseline, and it's Ainley tied up by Landy. And the possession arrow goes in favor of Roland-Story. So Lenore still inbound on the far end. Landy inbounds to Johnson. Johnson across center court. Dribbles up the left side of the key and scoops up a shot. It's up and short, and the rebound Amble for Clear Lake. Minute to go here in the third period. Hill will bring it up court across the timeline. Dribbles on the right side, down to the quarter for Tice. Tice dribbles in, tipped out of her hands, but picked right back up by Reiser. Reiser on the right wing. She'll bring it back to the top of the key with a bounce pass to Hill. Hill dribbles across the top of the key. It's tipped out of her hands, and down to the backcourt. Riley Johnson with a steal, and she gets fouled in the basket for Riley Johnson. 16 for Johnson. Team foul 4 on Clear Lake, and it's the second on Aspen Hill. And Johnson to the line to try to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. Not before Lily Beersford checks back in to replace Maddie Reiser. 36 seconds left here in the third. 32 for Clear Lake, 27 for Roland-Story, and Johnson converts the old-fashioned three-point play. So she's just over her average with 17 points. Emma Truesdale steps aside. Allie Johnson back in for Roland-Story. Inbound to Hill. Shot clock and game clock almost even as Ainley across the timeline left side. She brings it back between the rings. She'll throw it to the left quarter. A foul on the floor, though, on Ainley's drive in. So it'll be out of bounds. And that's the third foul on Riley Johnson. So out of bounds, right baseline. Ainley will make the entry. Skip back out for Beersford. She'll lob it down to Amble, left side of the key, and she has it ripped away by, well, they're going to call it a jump ball, which will mean it'll stay with Clear Lake. Originally, I thought it was just going to be a clean steal by Riley Johnson as she ripped it out of Amble's hands. But they do call it a tie-up, and it's out of bounds, right baseline for Clear Lake. Haley skips it out to Beersford, to the right side for Hill. Hill back between the rings for Beersford, left side for Tice. Tice looks it over, plays it out top for Hill, to the right side, Ainley. Ainley, top of the key with 7. Dribbles into the right side of the key, scoops up a shot up and good. Ainley with 10. 34-28, time runs out here in quarter number 3. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard score says at the end of 3 quarters of play, it is Clear Lake 34 and Roland-Story 28. Back after this. This is Lions basketball on KRIB. The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close-to-home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in-person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
This is the 4th quarter here on KRIB Mason City Clear Lake. Live video online at KRIBAM.com. 34 for Clear Lake, 28 for Roland-Story. Roland-Story with the basketball here to start quarter number 4. Inbound to Carson Landy. Landy across the timeline, drifts off to the left. Back in between the rings for Truesdale. Pass inside, tipped away by Schwen, and she'll outlet quickly to Amble. Amble the front court. She'll tip it over to Aspen Hill. She didn't have control. Now she'll play it out to Ainley. Ainley down to the right quarter for Schwen. Schwen back out for Tice. Tice gets a pick from Amble. Backs it out and plays it to Hill. Hill dribbles back to the top of the key and plays it over to Schwen. Schwen looks back to the top of the key. Now steps up the right side of the key, scoops up a shot, no good. Rebound, Amble puts it up left side glass, up and good on the rebound. Amble with 6, 36-28. Clear Lake with a lead, 7:15 left here in the 4th. Coast to coast, Johnson stops in the lane as she got cut off, plays it back out. A 3 that's no place near the rim for Landy, no good. And the whistle and out of bounds for Clear Lake, they say. As it was a jump ball was the call. Inbound, Ainley across into the front court. On the left side, she'll bring it back out top. Plays it down for Amble. It's tipped away from her by Truesdale. They go the other way with Roland-Story. Riley Johnson has it poked away from behind. And it'll be out of bounds for Roland-Story on the right baseline. Maddie Reiser checks back in to replace Jacelyn Ainley in the Lion lineup. The inbound will be lobbed out the top of the zone right side for Carlson. Carlson skips it across. It's played from Landy over to Riley Johnson, who drives up the right side of the key. She gets fouled on the floor. No, the basket's good. Taylor Schwen's 4th, team's first. Cameron Thorson checks back into the lineup. Riley Johnson, her second try at an old-fashioned three-point play tonight. She made the first. She's 3 for 5 from the line. This could cut the lead back to 5, and it does. So 20 for Johnson. 36-31 Clear Lake. 6:40 to go here in the 4th as Thorson forces Reiser out of bounds on the in front of the Roland-Story bench, and the foul is called. Thorson's second and the team's first. Out of bounds just shy of the timeline for Clear Lake. Hill skips it into Tice. She'll bring it across the left side of the timeline. Dumps it down as cutting is Amble. She could not get the handle. She saved it from out of bounds, but right to the hands of Annie Berggren. Now here's Johnson driving. She gets cut off and hands it, and a scoop shot up and no good by Truesdale. The rebound controlled by Amble for Clear Lake. She'll hand it to Hill. Hill across the right side of the timeline. She'll back it out. Circle it back out between the rings. Now dribbles up the key, has it tipped away, but controlled by Schwen on the left side. Whistle timeout, Clear Lake. 6:03 to go in the fourth. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard, 36-31. Clear Lake with lead on Roland-Story. We're back after this here on KRIB, Mason City, Clear Lake. Live online at KRIBAM.com with live video.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa specialty hospitals and clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
.603 left in the fourth. Clear Lake 36, Roland-Story 31 on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Lions spend their first timeout. They've got 4 remaining. Roland-Story with all 3 of their full timeouts remaining. Schwindel inbound into Ainley, the top of the zone. She'll dribble toward the top of the key. Amble helping. The screen's out front. Left side, Reiser. Reiser brings it back to the top of the key. Thought about a 3. She'll play it over to Schwen. Schwen lines up a 3. No good. Schwen fouled her own rebound, but it's controlled by Riley Johnson for Roland-Story, and she'll race it down court. As she will put it up, and no good on the right side. And the rebound, Amble for Clear Lake. Amble's pass tipped but controlled by Reiser. Reiser brings it to the front side. Down the quarter for Tice on the left side. She'll bring it back out to the wing and play it out for Ainley between the rings. Ainley, as Amble comes out. Dribble on the left side of the key for Ainley. She gets fouled on the drive. It's a second foul at Roland-Story in the quarter, and a 2-shot foul it appears to be here. As Emma Truesdale, it's her 4th. And Ainley to the line where she's 1 for 2 on the night. Lions as a team tonight so far, 4 for 10 from the stripe. First one here is good. Ainley with 11. Aspen Hill back in to replace Maddie Reiser in the Lion lineup. 37-31. Clear Lake with the lead with 5:20 left in the fourth. Second one is up and good, so Ainley 2 for 2 on the trip. And she's got 12. It's 38-31. Johnson across the timeline. She'll kick it out to the right side of the drive to Truesdale. Truesdale playing with 4 fouls, plays it back out. Here's a 3 on the way, left wing up and no good for Landy. The rebound left quarter, tipped around, and we've got a whistle and a jump ball is going to be called. It'll stay with it'll stay with the Roland-Story, we should say. It's the out of bounds on the left baseline for the Norris of Roland-Story. Gwen Grimm's going to check in first. Replace Ashley Amble. Out of bounds left baseline for Roland-Story. Inbound pass left side for Carlson. Carlson hands it back to Johnson. Johnson fires it to the free throw line for Truesdale to the right corner. Here's a 3 for Thorson on the way up and no good. So it's too long, and the rebound on the bounce in favor of Clear Lake. Roland-Story with full court pressure on the inbound to Hill. Hill hands it back to Schwender, races it ahead and into the right side of the front court. Now she'll dribble it down a little further, hands it back to Tice, who spins toward the lane. Hands it back outlet side for Hill. Hill with 3 3-pointers on the night. She'll step to the free throw circle and hand it. Pass is intended for Ainley. Tipped in the hands of Tice, who goes to the lane. She'll fire up a Jumper no good. The rebound, Riley Johnson, who plays it ahead to Thorson. Relays it up on the other end, but no good. She was too far underneath the basket, and Schwen with the rebound. Schwen leads a 3-on-2. She'll hand it off left side. Grimm had it tipped out of her hands out of bounds. She cannot get the shot off up in time. So the inbound will be left baseline. Pass skipped out to Schwen at the top of the key. She'll pop a free throw circle jumper. It's short. The rebound controlled by Thorson for Roland-Story. Thorson up court on the right side into the front court. Steps to the free throw line, heads it back out. There's a 3 on the way up and good for Riley Johnson. Johnson with her third 3 of the night. She's got 23 of the 34 for the Norse. It's 38-34. 3:50 to go here in the fourth on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Ainley up the left side, up and good with a layup. Ainley with 14, and it's 40-34. Lead back to 6. On the right side, here's another 3 on the way up and no good for Carlson. The rebound, Riley Johnson, though. She tiptoes the baseline. She plays it across, and the layup up and no good. And a whistle and a foul called. The miss by Landy. It looked like Riley Johnson was over the back, but that's not the call. And that is Taylor Schwen. So Schwen disqualified with 3:26 to go here in the fourth. With 2 points on the night. Ashley Amble and Maddie Reiser will both check back in. And be out of bounds on the right baseline for Roland-Story. Now Johnson moved 2 steps. It should have been a travel call. It appeared at least that she moved 2 steps. Drive in by Thorson. She plays it back out. There's a 3 up and good for Emma Truesdale. Her first field goal of the night. She has 6. Lively kept a 3 at 40-37. Into the front court left side, Ainley. She'll bring it back out to the top of the key. And Roland-Story coach arguing that should have been a carry the basketball situation. Here's Hill left corner 3 up and no good. The rebound controlled by Roland-Story by Brinley Carlson. And the Norse with a chance to cut the lead to 1 or tie it up here. Johnson over to Landy on the left side, top of the key to the right side. Here's Johnson at 3. That is short. And the rebound left side controlled by Tice for Clear Lake. 2:40 left here in the fourth. Pass over to Ainley, who slowly brings it across the timeline. Now she dribbles and gets fouled by Landy. It's her second and the team's third. And Clear Lake will take a timeout with 2:34 left here in the fourth. Clear Lake 40, Roland-Story 37. Back after this on KRIB.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
.234 left in the fourth. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says Clear Lake 40, Roland-Story 37. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. 2 fouls for Clear Lake, 3 fouls for Roland-Story. The possession are in favor of Clear Lake at this point. Reiser plays it back out to Ainley. Amble out to set screens. Now Johnson almost tips it away from Ainley, but Ainley controls. Hands it back out to Hill. Hill up the right side baseline. He kicks it across. It's tipped but controlled by Reiser in the left corner. She'll play it back out to Tice. Tice around the pick into the lane. Scoops up a shot up and good for her. Alex with 6. Clear Lake 42, Roland-Story 37. She lined down towards 2 minutes left here in the fourth. Front court right side, Carlson. Back out to the wing for Johnson. Johnson brings it back between the rings. And she'll play it off to the left for Truesdale. Truesdale back out top for Thorson. Thorson hands it off left side of the free throw line for Carlson. Plays it over left quarter for Landy. Landy will bring it back out top to the top of the key for Truesdale. Truesdale drives, and she gets a call for a travel. And she tried to, initially, it looks like she was going to scoop up a shot on the right side of the key. Then she had a second thought. She was going to pull it out and pass it back. I got called for the travel. 100 seconds to go here in the fourth. Lines up by 5 with the basketball. Now we'll see what Roland-Story does here. They start to foul their dots. Here's up the lane. Ainley gets trapped, but it's a blocking foul, and it's the 14th foul at Roland-Story. And Ainley with the line to shoot a pair on the foul by Cameron Thorson. It's her third. So Ainley to the line where she's 3 for 4 on the night. Jacelin's first shot is up and good. 15 for Ainley. 43 for Clear Lake. Roland-Story 37. 1:29 left here in the fourth. 2-possession ball game right now, and it's a 3-possession spread. As the lead now 7, as Ainley with her 16th point of the night. 44-37. Truesdale left wing in the front court for Roland-Story. Down to the quarter for Carlson. She'll bring it back out and hands it off to Thorson. Thorson top of the key, tries to step in, tipped away by Amble. She goes to the floor and is controlled by Aspen Hill. Hill hands it off to Ainley. 1:10 left here in the fourth. Hill of the front court, dribbling on the left side. And the question is, will Roland-Story try to force a turnover here, or will they start to foul? Hill is fouled by Riley Johnson. That's 4 on the leading scorer. It is the 15th foul, so it is the bonus. Hill to the line where she has not shot a varsity free throw this year. .58.5 seconds to go. Free throws up and no good on the first. Once again, it's a 3-possession spread. 7 points. 44-37 the score. Hill's second free throws on the way up. That is no good as well. The rebound controlled by Landy for Roland-Story. She turns up court quickly across the timeline left side. Plays it over the left side for Carlson. Or take that back. It's Thorson who drives underneath the basket, kicks to the right corner, and work back out to the wing. Here's Johnson at 3. It's short, and it's going to go out of bounds. So an empty possession for Roland-Story. And let's see if they foul right away again, as Hill will make the entry on full court pressure. Inbound to Ainley. She'll dribble up into the left side of the front court. Almost picked away from behind by Riley Johnson. Now a foul called on Landy. It is her third. And Ainley back to the line where she's 5 for 6 on the night. Stay tuned after the game. We'll chat with Adam Burdess, the Clear Lake coach, and a player of the game as well. Free throw first is up and good. Ainley was 17. 45-37. And now this can be stretched out to a full 3-possession game. A lead of 9 points for this free throw if it's made by Ainley. And it is not. The rebound tipped by Amble, but controlled by Riley Johnson, who races it into the front court. Almost tipped away from behind by Hill. Johnson throws up a wild shot from the right side of the key, and it's no good, and Ainley gets the rebound. And Johnson will, let's see who they call the foul on, whether it's Landy or it's Johnson. If it's on Johnson, it'll be 5. But it is on Landy. It's her 4th. Ainley to the line to shoot free throws again. With 22.2 seconds to go. First one up. That is good. Lucy Schmidt checks in to replace Cameron Thorson. 46-37. Second one. That's good. So the lead pushed to 10 at 47-37. Quickly to the front court for Roland-Story. Truesdale left wing 3 is up and no good. Rebound falls up to the top of the key. Johnson gets it. She'll play it back to Truesdale. It fakes a 3 and she'll step along and lay it up and good. And Roland-Story will call a timeout. And it's a full timeout because they don't have any 30s left. 6.9 seconds to go. Well, they're going to call it a 30-second timeout, it appears. Both teams are still on the floor, so we'll keep it right here just to make sure. But according to my scorebook, they are out of 30-second timeouts. It should be a full 47-39. Clear Lake with a lead with 6.9 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Be out of bounds for Clear Lake on the far end with an 8-point advantage. The Lions will line up everybody on the baseline. The inbound for Hill, and everybody will race back out except for Ainley, who gets fouled on the inbound. And so we'll walk to the other end and shoot a couple of more free throws here. Ainley is 7 for 8 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. The foul was on Riley Johnson, so she's disqualified with 5.9 seconds to go. Cameron Thorson checks back in, as well as Allie Johnson for Roland-Story. Ainley, free throw first is up and good. Ainley with 20 on the night. She had 4 at the half. 10 of the points coming here in the fourth quarter. Second one up, that is good as well. 49-39, quickly ahead. And a quick shot thrown up by Allie Johnson, no good. Ainley controls the rebound, and that will do it. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard final score says Clear Lake 49 and Roland-Story 39. And we'll start wrapping up our broadcast after this. You're listening to Lions basketball here on KRIB, watching live online at KRIBAM.com.
This is Brian McIntyre. Since 1992, Glenn's Tire has been earning your trust one vehicle at a time. You can rely on our experience, integrity, and fair prices. We are proud to be locally owned and operated and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Glenn's Tire, Highway 18 West, Clear Lake. Go Lions.
This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Hawkeye Auto Body is famous for providing the extras that make your life easier. Extras like our convenient drive-through estimating bay. Our certified technicians have over 150 years experience in all types of collision repair. They always go the extra mile to ensure your family's safety. We value our customers and feel you deserve extraordinary service every time. Call, stop by, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close-to-home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in-person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing, embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Final score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard, Clear Lake 49, Roland-Story 39. So the Lions improved to a record of 9-1 on the season. Roland-Story drops to 8-3. Lions are off until Friday night when they host Iowa Falls Alden here at the Lions Gymnasium. Roland-Story turns right around. They host Grandview Christian in Heart of Iowa Conference play tomorrow night. And Grandview Christian right behind Roland-Story, a game back in the conference standings. It was 14-10 in favor of Clear Lake at the end of one, 23-19 at the end of two as both teams scored 9 points in the second quarter. 11-9 in the third quarter, 34-28, and then 15-11 in favor of the Lions, 49-39, the final score in this one. Jacelyn Ainley led the way with 21 points, 17 of those after the halftime break. She had 4 at the halftime on a made 3 and a free throw. She had 10 at the end of 3, and then she scores 21 on the night, 11 more in the fourth quarter. She was 9 of 10 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter alone. She ended up the night 10 for 12. So Ainley with 21. Everybody else in the single digits. Aspen Hill had 9. She had 3 3-pointers in the first half. 6 for Alex Tice on 3 2-point field goals. Ashley Amble the same. She had 6. 3 for Lily Beersford, 2 for Maddie Reiser, 2 for Taylor Schwinn. And Gwen Grimm playing and not scoring in this one. For Roland-Story, their leading scorer, Riley Johnson, had 23. It was 8 for Emma Truesdale, 5 for Brindley Carlson, 2 for Carson Landy, 1 for Karen Thorson, and 1 for, I take that back, that's the only player with 1 playing and not scoring was Allie Johnson. Anna Burness joins us for post-game comments as he is just settling in here. And, Coach, a nice win tonight over this Roland-Story club. And like you kind of mentioned, a little bit different style of play that they have. And the Lions are able to figure that out and get a 10-point spread at the end of the ball game.
Yeah, this is what you want to play when you play your non-conference opponents. You want to play something that that you don't see on a weekly basis, on a normal basis. Obviously, they play a unique style of 5 guards. A lot of possessions, a lot of ball pressure, just gives us a different look. And so that's what you want to do to prepare for the postseason. Give a different look, put players in a different kind of position that they aren't typically in. I thought we did a good job of adjusting, though. Obviously, there were some uncomfortable moments and people out of position, things like that, but this is what you want, especially here's the thing, Bob, with Clear Lake basketball, and it's the reason I'm here is I think we're a no-record school, all right? That's why we'll face some incredibly tough non-conference opponents like our opponent today, and nobody remembers our record. They remember, did you win the conference championship? Did you make it to state? All right, and that's been my predecessors. All credit to them before. The players and coaches, we're doing it. That's what we're aiming for. This is just another step in the process, and very proud of our team, top to bottom.
Well, looking at the scorebook for Roland-Story, obviously that Riley Johnson had more than her average, but you shut down pretty much everybody else on the floor tonight.
She's a heck of a player. And we had to make some adjustments and change how we were playing, and I thought we did a decent job. She still came out and had a heck of a game, and coming off of a bad spill the third quarter there. But we did a nice job of shutting down a lot of their other scorers and shooters, and they're a tough guard. They're an incredibly tough guard, and what you got to do, and obviously we've got more of your typical tall centers and stuff like that aren't used to playing on the perimeter. And so you get one of them out of position, and it kind of changes everything with your help and what you're kind of used to. But very proud of our team and the adjustments we made on the defensive end.
Well, after a Thursday, Friday, Monday stretch here, you get 3 days off of not playing anybody. Now Iowa Falls Ulm will come to town on Friday night, and that'll wrap up the first half of the conference season.
Yeah, what's kind of nice is we do get a little stretch here of games at home. And I don't necessarily even see it as like a break from playing. What's going to be really nice is we've got an opportunity to practice. Like I said previously, we're kind of on an NBA schedule from here on out. I think this is the last week that we don't have 3 games for the remainder of the season. So we got to take advantage of the practices that we do have to take some time and reevaluate some things, look at some old film of this game, previous games we haven't had a chance to, just simply because we're scouting and preparing for the next opponent. But we got that opportunity, and so we got a chance to work on some things we still need to improve upon in practice, and it's really important we get better between now and Friday.
What do you have for a player of the game?
We got Jason Ainley. This is no brainer. All right, obviously, I tell you every single time, she could come up here if we wanted to, but tonight she really did lead the show. Obviously, they play us full court pressure, 32 minutes. She's got the ball in her hands 31 minutes of the time, or at least coming down on that press. And probably didn't have maybe come out as aggressively in the first half as she probably would have liked, but the adjustment she made, reading the defense and what they're doing to our ball screen, she had a tremendous second half and really led us to this victory.
And sinking those free throws. She had 9 free throws in the fourth quarter. The final spread was 10. Obviously, that was a big help.
She's clutch. I know when she's got the ball in her hands down the stretch, no matter the situation, I'm confident of what the outcome's going to be.
Coach, appreciate it. We'll talk to you Friday.
Appreciate you, Bob.
Congratulations on a good night. And here's Jason Ainley stepping in after a little battle wound there that got fouled on, or what? Did you get fouled hard there, you were saying, or what?
Oh, yeah. And when they called it not a foul, my whole stomach is scratched up, so
well,
I guess it is what it is.
It is what it is. 9 of 10 from the free throw line in that fourth quarter, and obviously that was clutch. Final spread of 10, and free throws, is that something you've been working on, or just had the right night and the right amount of free throws?
Every game I'm not really shooting. I'm shooting more like 50% lower.
Right.
So I really worked on it over winter break, shooting however many free throws just to get better, and then obviously the outcome was 10 out of 10.
This is obviously was kind of a different team compared to the teams you play in the North Central Conference, and you ladies were able to adjust pretty well, I think.
Yeah, they're a good team. Number one, she's a great player. We knew what we had to do, and we had to shut her down. And then all the 3-pointers, I don't know how much threes they made or something, but
they had let's see, they had 5, and they're averaging what? How many? It doesn't say in my book here, but
a lot.
They have 83s in 10 games. That's at least 8 threes, I think, a game. So,
yeah.
But that's talk about this team. The last obviously had the tough game on Thursday night, been able to bounce back and have a couple of good victories here against St. Edmund and now against Roland-Story. And I'm assuming nobody got really let down after that Waverly Shellrock game. You just kind of put that one behind you.
Yeah. Once you lose, it's just you got to move on to the next one. You can't have that back. Like, you can have it in the back of your mind, but you can't let that affect you to the next game.
All right.
So that's what we had to do.
All
we
right.
had to move on.
Yeah. We'll let you go, and congratulations on a great night.
Thank you.
All righty. Jason Ainley with Player of the Game honors tonight. I can take those. All right. And Jacelyn was 10 of 12 for the free throw line, including 9 of 10 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. And she ended up with 21 points on the night and is our player of the game. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard score 49-39. Clear Lake beats Roland-Story. Our final break
We'll wrap it up here from the Lions Gymnasium here on KRIB.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
No matter what the season, weather is unpredictable in North Iowa and accidents are likely to happen. This is Emily Newell. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Collision repair work can be complex. You can trust the experts at Hawkeye Auto Body to repair your vehicle correctly and make sure your vehicle is completely safe before it's released back to you. We guarantee it. We're located on South Federal in Mason City, or visit us anytime at hawkeyeautobody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
49-39 the final score here in Clear Lake tonight. Lions beat Roland-Story as the Lions improved to 9-1 overall. Roland-Story drops to 8-3. Next up for the Lions girls and boys, Iowa Falls Alden comes to town on Friday night for a girl-boy doubleheader. It's either 6 or 6:15 with the girls' game or the boys' game to follow here on KRIB. Now, tomorrow night we'll be on the air with Clear Lake Wrestling as Garnet Hayfield, Ventura, and Nevada come to Clear Lake, and we'll be on the air with the Lions duels. It'll be Garnet Hayfield, Ventura, and Nevada wrestling first. We won't have that one on the air or on the video, but we will have the Clear Lake and Nevada and the Clear Lake and Garnet Hayfield Ventura duels. And I believe wrestling starts at about 5:30 tomorrow night with that. Once again, we'll be on later on about 6:45 or so maybe with the first Lions duel. Let's get our final score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard tonight. Clear Lake 49, Roland-Story 39. Bob Fisher, so long from the Lions Gymnasium in Clear Lake.
You've been listening to coverage of the Clear Lake Lions on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB and watching on KRIBAM.com. This Clear Lake Lions coverage was brought to you by CL Dell, North Iowa Area Community College, D&D Sales, Clear Lake Bank and Trust, Iowa Specialty Hospital, Johnson Heating and Air, Glenn's Tire, Bank Iowa, Hawkeye Auto Body, and Window World. Your home for the Clear Lake Lions all year long is KRIB and KRIBAM.com.